Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm doing an engine service on an Audi A3 1.9 PD turbo diesel. It's a 2009/10 model, but this engine's in the Golf, the A3, even in the A4, A5, A6. So it's a very popular engine. So it's the same situation, just different shell. So we'll go through, I'll do the oil service first, and then I'll do a separate one on how to do the fuel filter. And this one has a ram air filter, and I've already done how to clean and service that. So if you want to know how you do that, just look at one of our other videos. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Now, first things first, just going to jack the car up and get it so we can take the belly pan off. So I'll get on with that and I'll get back to you once it's all up in the air and ready. Right, first things first, what tools do you need? So this service is so easy. You need a 32mm socket for the oil filter housing, and obviously a ratchet and a bar. You need a T25 Torx bit, and that'll take the belly pan off and also take the top of the fuel filter off. And then obviously your oil and your fuel filter. We're using Shell Helix. It's 530, fully synthetic, and it's got to be a C3. So other than that, that's it. There's virtually no tools at all. So I'll take the belly pan off. I'm just going to use my usual cheating tool with the Torx bit. I'll whiz that off and I'll get back to you. One thing I have forgotten, you also need a 19mm spanner. That's for the sump plug, but we'll get to that. I'll get the belly pan off and I'll show you why. So let's get into that. Okay, so car's up in the air, belly pan's off, but before we remove the sump plug, what we do, or what I do, to take all the vacuum out, so take the oil filler cap out, pop that out, just leave it hanging so the air can get through. Then 32mm extension. Now this shouldn't be tight, it's only plastic, so you should only need a ratchet to take it off. Sorry about that. There we go. There she goes. There it is. Let it drip for a bit. Now out quickly. Right, we'll replace that in a second. We'll get to that in a minute, so I'll just go and put that down. Right, so now all the top half is off so the oil can run freely. There is a 19mm socket, so bolt. So we're just going to undo that, put the catch underneath and get that going. So nice tight. Now make sure you warm the engine up first so the oil is nice and thin. Now this is where I've got rubber gloves on because it does get hot. Then just get it till it goes loose. You try not to drop it in the box because then you've got to then go fishing for it. And there it goes. So quickly grab it. There you go, exactly what I said. Gloves always away. So we'll let that run out. While that's running, we'll go and swap over the oil filter. So let's move on to that. Right, so while that now is draining into the bucket, I've got the sump plug out and cleaned it. Old oil filter, if you get hold of it and hold the bottom, it just pops. There you go, little click, and it's out. So we'll put that in the box. And I'll pour what's left of that out, so I'll just quickly put that in the bucket. Right, so now literally new oil filter, you slide it on and it just clicks, and that's it. So we'll just go put it in, so follow me. And that just self guides, so just put a little bit of oil from on that little rubber seal so it slides in okay, and then slide it in, just centralizes, and then do it up. Right, so now do it up. And just feel it pull up, and just a little gentle tweak. It's only plastic, And there we go, that's the oil filter done. So now we'll go back underneath. As soon as the oil stops fully dripping, we'll do the sump plug up and just do that up. And again, it's an aluminium sump, so you just do it up like a spark plug. So you do it up so it goes tight, and a little bit of extra tweak, that's it. Never over tighten it because you'll rip the threads out of the sump. So we'll do that, and then it's putting the oil in. So right, I'll go underneath and do that. Okay, so we'll put the sump plug in. Just screw it all in till it goes in. Alright, there she goes. So move the oil out of the way, and we just, right, so that's gone tight, and then just like a little tweak, that's it. Yep, and that's it, that's all it needs. So now I'm going to put the belly pan back on, and we'll go back up the top and put some fresh oil in there. Right, car's back on the floor, so now to put the oil in. Now I had a comment on the Audi TT service I'd done, and they asked if the oil filter goes in dry, and yes, it does go in dry. What you do is, as you saw me do, you just put the oil filter in. But what I do then is put about 3.5 litres of oil in it, so it's got plenty in, start it, build up the pressure, fill the oil filter up, then let it settle, and then top back up to the correct amount. Now this holds, I think it's about 4.5 litres of oil, but always I put 3.5 in just to run up to fill the oil full of oil, and it pressurizes it. So yeah, let's just get some oil in there. So this is a nice balancing act. You can use a funnel. Lovely fresh oil going in. If you hold the can on the side, you don't have to worry about it bubbling and glooping everywhere. Alright, so what we got in there so far? So that's 2 litres in. That's 3 litres in, so I'll put another 1/2 litre in. A bit more, sorry. Right, so we'll put that back in, push the dipstick back in, and we'll fire her up. Okay, so as you heard, it's all run up. So what a lot of people don't realise, when you dip the oil on these, so I know I've got to put more in because I said I only put 3.5 litres in. That come back out. Now these, you have to make sure it's all the way in. Click down when you check it. So you click it down, bring it out, and obviously it's right on the bottom at the moment. So we'll put the other litre in. Now admittedly, the car is on a very slight slope, but we'll put the next litre in. There, so we've got about, it's just there, it's about 700 ml left in there. So let's dip it. And there you go, just off a maximum there. So it'll need a little bit more. Just off the maximum, but I'll put it to 5, so it's 500 ml out. There you go, halfway. So that's 500 ml in, so that's 4.5 litres. Perfect, right where it should be. So there we go. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. Anyone can do it and save yourself a lot of money. This at a side street garage is about a £200 job, and for the sake of the oil and the filter, it's just nothing. You do it yourself easily. So I hope that's helped, and I'm going to now do a video on how to change your fuel filter. So I'll see you in that one. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers guys.